The Philadelphia 76ers made news on Friday when they announced that James Harden will not be traded this offseason. On Friday, Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN reported that the Sixers had ended trade talks involving Harden.
Behind the scenes all summer, really from the day that James Harden picked up his player option on this season instead of declining going into free agency.
Before Harden made any comments, the Sixers on Saturday stated that they were not going to trade the former MVP and were excited to see him in training camp. However, the 10-time All-Star was not pleased at all and called the Sixers and Sixers president Daryl Morey a liar.
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of.
Before the offseason began, the Arizona State product opted in with the Sixers, which he will make $35.5 million this upcoming season. The former third overall pick made the decision to opt in with the Sixers before the offseason began because he wanted to make sure he would make the same as last season. However, he wanted to be traded with the same contract. The former league MVP expressed his desire this offseason to be traded to the Clippers. Philly agreed to find a trade partner, and the Clippers seemed to be the right buyer. The Clippers were interested and wanted to make a trade for the former Thunder, Rocket, Net, and Sixer. But the whole offseason, the Sixers and Clippers could not find the right deal and were at a stalemate. Since 2020, Harden has played for 3 teams. In 2020, he played for the Rockets and wanted out of Houston. The 33-year-old superstar forced his way out of Houston and was finally dealt to the Nets, where he teamed up with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in Brooklyn. However, it did not go as planned, as the trio only played 7 games together and lost in the semifinal. The next year, he forced his way out of Brooklyn and was dealt to Philly, where he'd be reunited with Daryl Morey, who was the president in Houston during his time there. Since his time in Philly, they have failed to get past the conference semifinals, as they've lost in the second round in back-to-back years. Last season, Harden took a step back, even though he led the league in assists at 10.7 per game. The Beard also became the second best player on the team, as Joel Embiid had his best season and won league MVP. Daryl
is not going to be traded. Now that is a big story. He's a former Team USA guy.
Morey has experienced this type of situation before. 2 years ago, Ben Simmons did something very similar and did not play the entire season, and was eventually dealt to the Nets in exchange for Harden. After the Sixers made it official that they would not trade him, James Harden called Daryl Morey and the Sixers liars, and also stated he would not report to training camp until he was traded.